Welcome to the Horror Syndicate. This is the Werewolf Wednesday show, and tonight's topic is going to be the 1994 horror drama Wolf, starring Jack Nicholson, Michelle Pfeiffer, James Spader, and Christopher Plummer. This was a film that I saw. I saw a few times when I was younger. My parents rented it when it first came out on VHS, and I used to really like it. And then last night I was watching it again, and I don't quite like it as much as I used to. Um, but so that's what I'm going to be talking about tonight. I see some comments here from Sean on YouTube. I'm going to get to them in a little bit. Uh, I'm just going to jump into the topic at hand, which is Wolf. So the story follows a character named Will, played by Jack Nicholson, who is a editor in chief at a publishing house in New York, and on his way back from my home state, Vermont, he is bitten by a wolf, and as he gets back, he starts to go through some changes. Now, he is presented as a guy who doesn't really like to make waves, but conveniently, around the time that he is bitten by the wolf, the tides start to turn against him. And so, as he's experiencing this change from the wolf, he learns that he's basically being demoted at his job, and as a wealthy man has bought the publishing house, and then he learns that his protege, played by James Spader, not only kind of stabbed him in the back for his job, but is also banging his wife. And so Will, under the influence of the beast, he starts to grow a little bit of a backbone and tries to reclaim his life, get back at Stewart, who's James Spader's character. I failed to mention that. Yeah, so that's the story. Yeah, again, as I was watching it last night, I just couldn't help but feel a little bit bored. I've seen it multiple times before. I think it is a well-made movie. It's well written. It's well directed for the most part. But I just feel like the director, I don't think, really knows how to do horror. The scenes with Jack Nicholson as the werewolf, uh, they're not the greatest. They're a little goofy. I think there's like some slow mo that happens in there. Yeah. Uh, yeah. So I've kind of I've, I've, I've I kind of struggled to get through it last night, and it's a movie that I've seen before, and I've enjoyed, but I think it's kind of like slipping down on my werewolf list. I, as far as direction and cinematography, pretty damn good. Very competently made for sure. There's good people behind the camera. However, again, I just don't like the way that the werewolf stuff was shot. Um, well, not necessarily, maybe or edited, shot and edited. Not very good, and there's no tension to it. Really, when he is the wolf, like there's just something about it where it's just this film. It feels like they nailed the drama aspect of it. I think that part works really well, but the horror side of it, they kind of failed to get the horror of it. Um, the score, uh, the composer, was it Ennio Morricone? He's normally awesome. The score for this is just all right. It kind of reminds me a little bit of some scores from other stuff. It kind of, maybe I'm just misremembering, but it almost kind of reminds me a little bit of James Horner's score for Wolfen. Um, yeah, looks like Ray is joining.
What's up, my man?
What's going on?
Hey, I just wanted to stop in for a minute because I wanted to. I'm going to put in the private chat, if I can, some of those comments from the Facebook page.
Oh,
I'm going to see
yes.
if not, I'm going to send them to you through text because I don't know if I did screen cap.
Okay.
Sorry, I kicked myself out. But I wanted to make sure I got them to you, so I'm gonna text them over to you now. Is that cool?
Yes,
Hi, Werewolf
perfect.
Wednesday people. I would join, but I'm eating dinner. Yes, delicious spaghetti. Anyway, I'm gonna text those over to you so you have them. But have a great show, man.
Hey, real quick before you go,
Negative. No, go ahead.
what do you think of Wolf?
So I haven't seen Wolf in a long time, but I remember liking. First of all, I love Jack Nicholson. He's definitely an all time great actor in my opinion, and I've had this weird, strange crush on Michelle Pfeiffer since Batman Returns. So right there, you got two Batman actors in it, so that's a plus. It's not bad. It's just been a long time since I've seen it, and I don't think it's streaming anywhere. Is it currently?
It may be on Prime. I didn't double
Okay.
check.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's been a long time. I really want to watch it again because I think when I made my top 50 werewolf list that I shared with you only, really, um, that that was kind of a hindrance because I hadn't seen it in a long time. I have seen it. It's just been a long time. So yes. And by the way, happy the Wolfman remake day. It's the
Yes,
anniversary today.
that's
Yeah.
right. The 15th.
So yeah, I
15
wanted to
years.
make sure. Yep, I wanted to make sure to mention that so you can mention that today on Werewolf Wednesday. So.
Thanks. I almost forgot about that.
All right. I'm going to finish my food and I'm going to send you that text now. It's like 3 or 4 images of a few comments. Some guy had some fun trivia in there. I didn't know if you knew or not, but I'm going to send that over now. Have a great show, man. And
Perfect.
I'll
Thank
see everybody on Sunday or Tuesday. I don't know which one.
you.
All right, bro. I'll see you later.
Later.
Bye. No.